Hola, it's Aladdin, Prince of the Airways, WPGC TV. This is family. This is not even an interview. This is just a conversation. My guy Miguel. Watched him since day one, and I want to talk about this journey that you've gone on. I follow you on Instagram. Now, I want to know if my analysis is correct. It seems like at a point in time, you went through writer's block. And I'll tell you why. Because the post that you were posting was kind of you and wifey in the house.
Right.
I remember there was something you put on Instagram. You were in the studio working, you in the house.
Yeah.
And you were just trying to find the beat. But the chords were very basic. And you weren't feeling it. I could tell you weren't feeling it. And then I remember shortly after you did a show and you had to jump on a flight to go to London to do a project. It's like, I'm going overseas to do a project. And you went overseas and you ain't come back. Seemed like you was gone for a minute. Am I on the right pace, kind of, sort of?
Maybe if it was, I'm trying to think of the timing, and if it was a couple years ago, it probably would have been the small break between the end of the American leg of the tour and then
because you were living on the road for like almost like you were on everybody's tour. So
yeah.
But yeah, it seemed like you went overseas and something clicked. And,
well, definitely traveling always helps for some reason. Like it really does kind of just shake things up. You know, like any of like the, you know, you start to fall into your routine and when you get home, you're like, okay, cool. Like, and I need that actually. Like, I need structure, which has been really helpful to discover, right? But I think that time I was coming off of like the U.S. leg of the tour, and I was really trying to figure out how to be creative on the road and to stay creative on the road. It's like for me, it's still a challenge. So it was that period in between. I knew I was gonna have to go on the road in Europe, and that's probably where I was at. So yeah, I probably wasn't very creative because I just was. It's another switch,
right?
You know what I mean?
Right.
But I ended up finding, you know, a lot of inspiration on the road, and then I stayed creative when I went to Europe, which was cool. When I came back, I had kind of like a head start. And I just been creating I probably took like 4 months to just like really just decompress and chill and just spend time with family, catch up. And then I've just been creating for the past like year and a half. So not only for this project, but just in general. Just because it's so different now, like the way we consume music, right? You know, and artists are almost expected to like keep up. If they wanna stay in people's minds, like consistency is everything. It is. So knowing that the game has changed since the last time I released my last album, and even before that, it had already changed. I had to really make a decision on how I wanted to return and the kind of the consistency of which I wanted to release music. If I wanted to stay in the, you know, kind of in the forefront of people's minds in the game or whatever.
Yeah. So I mean, it's been about 2 years that you've taken off.
2 years.
So as an artist, I feel like
since I released music, I haven't taken off.
Right. Well, that's facts. Still working. Still collecting checks.
Let's be clear. I wasn't chilling on my feet. I've definitely been creating. But
sometimes you need that time to revamp and recreate. With everything moving so fast these days, but as an artist, you need that time. How do you balance that?
Man, that's the key right there, balance, you know, and understanding that, like, one, being inspired to create is, we stumble on inspiration, you know what I mean? It's like, if I waited for moments of being inspired, I don't know if I could call this a business. You know what I mean? Businesses don't win off of just inspiration. There's day in and day out repetition of like, no, I'm going to put myself in a place to be creative. I'm going to push through. I'm going to create something regardless of if I'm inspired or not. I'm going to inspire myself. You know what I mean? Ultimately. And I think it's also the best way that I could use my time in the grand scheme. You know, it's just to be as creative as possible and just to create things. So I don't know if I answered your question, but what was your question?
Well, I mean, just the balance, you know.
Yeah. So one, to answer your question, it really is making time for things that matter. You know, understanding that we only have 24 hours to a day. Everybody got the same amount of time. So one is also being able to delegate things that really are not my expertise or the best use of my time, and prioritizing is everything. You know, and like I said, that for me, like structure has been super helpful. Like having a routine when I wake up, you know, that's been really helpful in being productive, so that I get things done and I can it's easier to go, okay, I got this in, I made sure for the sake of, you know, honoring my creativity and building good habits, I've got that done. Okay, now I can spend my time here with my family, with, you know, here with my friends, or this way, get inspiration, and then I can come back and do it again.
It's dope. Well, since we're on the subject of growth, it seems like vocally you've grown a lot as well.
Thanks, man.
How did you push yourself to continue to elevate your vocals?
Man, I think it's going on the road and realizing that it requires, you know, being able to sing in the studio,
right,
even for someone who isn't using all of the like corrective tools, blah blah blah. Like, you can piece together your better takes. I mean, I do. Right. When I'm recording, I'll do multiple passes. You know what I mean? And yeah, there'll be blocks of things, but I'm cutting and pasting things from other takes. You know, that's productivity. Right. You know. But when you get on the road, it's real. Then it's real time. And I'm not a back, you know what I mean? Like, when you come to my show, it's really me singing. Yeah. So if I'm on point or if I'm not, that's really me, you know? And I think when I realized that the road is really demanding, it was like, yeah, I need a vocal coach. Someone who's gonna make sure that I'm also singing from the proper place. And I think all of that strengthening really helped, you know? So, you know, I still got a lot of work to do, you know, trying to get better.
Right. War and Leisure, December 1st. Can we talk about the artwork?
Righteous.
Man, is the picture with you? I don't even know. Are you jumping in the air like the shadow?
I'm floating.
You're floating.
Yeah.
Now I am a huge.
Or falling, depending on how you want to look at it.
Now I don't know if you looked at the picture like I had, but I'm a huge Michael Jackson fan. The shadow looks exactly like Michael Jackson from Smooth Criminal.
I didn't even catch that.
Look at it. It's
I'm
deep.
gonna look at
It looks just like Mike.
That's dope.
So
maybe there's some subconscious.
I don't know. What's there?
No. The artwork is. I think it falls in line with the style of just, you know, who I am, and I think the artist that people know me to be. I'm kind of a dreamer in that way, you know, and often my album titles have a surreal quality about them. So there is a like you said, like I said, I'm floating or falling depending on how you look at it, you know. And War and Leisure, the time that we're living in, sometimes we're kind of caught in the middle and we don't know which way we're going, you know. Are we really up or are we really down, you know? And I think some of that energy is what inform the artwork, you know. But there's a lot of layers of meaning there. I like to make my artwork and everything I do purposeful, you know. There's often a reason why I'm doing it. It may not be necessarily that I sat and thought about it, but it's just that wherever my head is at, it always ends up making its way out. So yeah.
Okay. Any special features, anything on the album?
Definitely features. It definitely features on the album. I mean, you already know Travis Scott's on the album. Okay. There's definitely a J. Cole feature. Okay. So okay. There's some more though too.
All right. Well, finally, I caught up with her. Are you familiar with?
Yeah, of course. Her? Yes.
I asked her anybody that she could work with, dead or alive.
Really, I've been wanting to collab with Miguel. Like, I've been a fan of his forever, and he's extremely talented. Yeah, I think it would be really dope.
The person she said was Miguel.
Wow.
I'm just throwing it in the atmosphere now. You know, I like to push forward for the culture. Is that something
we're already like, literally like, first of all, we're label mates. But second of all, like very, very close friends of mine and hers are good friends. We have close mutual friends, which I just found out a couple weeks ago. So, you know, I've been catching up on all the music that I've been missing over the past year, and hers is some of the music that I've been listening to. I've been like, man, I'm a fan.
Nice.
So, you know, you never know. You got to stick around for that.
Well, listen,
it's very much a possibility.
But make that happen. I'm throwing it in the atmosphere early, man. My guy Miguel, thank you so much, man.
Appreciate you.
Continue blessings. December 1st, Warren Leisure.
Yeah, get it.